Hello Aquarius, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Aquarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you, and it's totally free, it doesn't cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Aquarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start with an 8 of Pentacles. This is very practical energy, right? Very steady, very stable. It's kind of like you know the right ingredients and the right measure of everything to kind of make something really, really work. I think you've been working steadily on something, right? Doing all the right things, being very patient. Let's put this into some context and see what's going on here. So we've got an 8 of Swords now. So I think you've been doing this, and now it's kind of starting to be like you're starting to check your watch thinking, okay, where's the results? You know, I've been doing everything I've been supposed to do. I've been watering this thing every day. Where's the fruit, right? Let's keep going and see what else we've got. We've got the Magician. We've got a Prince of Cups as well. Oh, and we've got the Fool. Very nice. 4 of Wands. That's showing me that there is going to be kind of a wrapping up of this, that eventually, yes, you're going to check your watch and say, okay, it's time now for you to reap what you've sown. It's time for you to harvest the abundance that you've been working so diligently on. Here's the Queen of Pentacles, right on schedule. And there is another, I'm getting the vibe, there's the Moon card and there's another Court card. I'm getting a feeling of a younger male energy in your life. They may have something to do with their brain or spinal column, something to do with their nervous system. Spirit is wanting me to mention that. Also, are you one of those people that sleeps with a fan on when you're sleeping at night, that you have to have like a fan running? Either a fan or one of those noise machines. You know, like the white noise kind of, or brown noise, or whatever color noise they are. Spirit's wanting me to mention that. Sometimes those details are just a way to kind of confirm that we're in the right sort of energy here. Okay, well, let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. We will set down over here. We're going to put Tiny Bob Ross right on top. Might be time to give Bob Ross a break there and maybe use one of our other guardians for the mystery card, right? Maybe next week we'll switch over to the alien or something. But that card's going to tie everything together, give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is or you have a hunch, I want you to put your prediction down in the comments, all right? Let's do it together. Let's make it a group exercise in intuition. All right, let's look around the room again. We've got major, major, major arcana. And this major arcana is really, you know, I could tell that you're starting to get a little anxious here. That we're starting to kind of question your commitment to this work that you've been doing. Now, it could be the work of a career, some kind of creative work, could be family stuff, could be a relationship. You've been nurturing something and taking care of something for a long time, and you're ready to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Yeah. Anyway, we've got a little bit of fire, these two. Got a little bit of water, this one. We've got, we've got some air here and here. And really this air, not a lot is changing at the end of this, this cycle, right? Because I feel like you're gonna be getting the confirmation that that you're receiving the rewards of what you're doing, that this is paying off, right? But at the end of the day, you're still going to have to trust in the process. You're still going to have to trust Spirit that this is going to continue, right? Because we're not completely canceling out any of your doubts, you know? And that, I think, is very important to keep in mind, that you're never going to be completely satisfied. You know, I think that we get reassurance. I think that we get confirmations from the universe, but it's still something we have to work at, you know. Anyway, let's see, we have that air energy, and we do have our earth energy. So let's start with the earth energy. Let's start with the 8 of Pentacles. I think that you are someone... it's really cool. I like the Fool and the Magician there. You're someone that's really been cultivating something. I think you're a patient person. I think that you have long-term plans, and you understand that greatness takes time. Yeah, that this tremendous success, that this jackpot, this abundance, this flourishing that you are after takes time. And you're willing to put in the work. You're willing to do what it takes. You know that you can't rush things. Yeah. So you're very patient. And I think with that patience, then there's a little bit of doubt. Of course, we've got an 8 of Swords. We start to think, what am I waiting for? Why am I even doing this? What was my goal? Why am I here? You know, we're sitting here, we're watering this plant every day. We're taking care of this thing every day. And we're starting to wonder, why? Right? What's it all for? We need to keep this air energy in check. Okay? And we'll see how that kind of happens as we go through these cards. But I want to talk about the Fool and the Magician. The Fool, and we'll start with the Fool. The Fool is raw talent. The Fool is the uncarved block of wood, right? It is, and I think that you have a lot of natural talent. I think that you've always been like, I don't know, talented artist. I think maybe singing or something sound related, something musical. And it's just a natural talent. Like you could pick up any instrument and you can play it. You can hear a song and then you can sing it. You can pick up a pen and you can draw whatever. You know, you have like this natural talent for things. And the Fool alone, that's not enough. Raw talent is not enough, right? Because there are a lot of people that are naturally gifted. I think you're naturally gifted. I think that you probably know things that other people don't know. You have this kind of smirk, right, where you know things. You know about things. You understand things that other people have to really work at, you know, to understand. Naturally gifted, right? But this natural talent, you know, is not enough. But lucky for you, you've also got the Magician. The Magician is the cultivating of that talent. These two cards together, well, this is the miracle, right? This is the best combination. And this is telling me that you have hit the jackpot. Just by being who you are is the jackpot. With the Magician energy, you're able to cultivate this raw talent and develop it into skill. What do they say? It's like 1% talent and 99% hard work, you know? That's what I see here. I see that you have these talents and you're able to refine them. You're able to focus them. You're able to cultivate and develop them into something that is, well, very useful, into something that you can apply to the world, right? Because raw talent's not enough. The Fool is a fool. The Fool just wanders around. Yeah, is good at a bunch of stuff. Can stumble into luck and success sometimes, sure. But it's rather haphazard. Doesn't know any better, right? The Magician, luckily, can harness that, can focus that talent. And I think that's what you're doing. I think that's what you're cultivating here with the 8 of Pentacles. You're cultivating this raw talent. Yeah. And I think with the, excuse me here, I'm Still getting over this chest cold, bronchitis. I think we had the big illness of the year here that we're starting to recover from. So we're on the mend. Anyway, the Prince of Cups down here at the bottom. This is that inner artist that's trying to get out, right? This is that certainty within you that you know you're meant for this kind of creative work. Now, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be a painter or a musician or whatever. But whatever your raw talent is being applied to, fool, magician, is art. Whether you see it as art or not, it is beautiful art, right? And I think deep within you, you know that you're meant for this kind of creative energy. Yeah. I'm still getting now, I'm getting a repeat of this younger male energy in your life. Something to do with the brain or spine or nervous system. Okay? I don't know if you have a child or something like that, but I'm getting a younger male energy. But anyway, like I said, sometimes those details come through just as a way to kind of to confirm what we're talking about or confirm who I'm talking to. Yeah. But this is very important with this. This is that inner artist. This is you really trying to live authentically. This is your commitment and dedication to this kind of cultivation, even though we're having doubts, right? Even though we've got this Eight of Swords. But what we have in the future now is this Four of Wands. This is the fire energy now being given form. Your creative efforts. This is you now producing the first of something. The first product, the first piece of art, the first song, the first album, I don't know. Whatever it is that you're doing, this is you finalizing something, putting the finishing touches on something. This is you plucking one of the flowers off this tree, right? This is you harvesting one of the fruits here. And I think this is what you need in order to alleviate some of these doubts. Is you need to have a little taste of the success, right? But this is just the first of many, because the Four, it's stability, but it's an illusion. It's not really stability. This is just like one little taste of something. It's not meant to be the last, right? It's meant to inspire you to keep going around and around and around. I wonder if the mystery card's going to be the Wheel of Fortune. That's my prediction for this so far is going to be the Wheel of Fortune. I think this is really going to be reassuring to you. I think it's going to alleviate some of your doubts, right? And now we're going to move to the path of the serpent because we have to talk about this Queen of Pentacles. Now, as we do this, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Totally free, doesn't cost you anything. And leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Let's show YouTube that our community is worldwide. Yeah, let's do it. All right. The Queen of Pentacles. This is water and earth. This is you appreciating what you are manifesting. But see, we have to be careful with this card because this is the turning point. This is where you really... This is where you need to sample the fruits of your labor, but not dwell there. Not think that this is the greatest thing. I've made it, I've done it, this is my success. It's very easy for this card to stop doing things, to refrain from action. It's water and earth, two passive elements, right? So what we need in this card is we need to be inspired, not toward enjoying what we've built, but inspired toward further action. Yeah, let this Four of Wands. This is going to be a big success. It's going to feel like, wow, I'm reaping the rewards, right? It's just the first taste. You win big. Do you stop playing? Right? You have this first sale, this first success, the first kind of recognition or the first accolades. You cook your first masterpiece dish. Do you stop cooking? No, you want to cook more, right? This is where we need to make that transition, right? And I think that this is important, that you enjoy the fruits of your labor, that you appreciate everything that you've done over here, but then let this card then move forward into this Prince of Wands. Now, this is air and fire, two very active elements, right? We have water and earth here, two passive elements. We're switching here to intense activity. This is saying that the enjoyment of this is going to fire you up. Let it fire you up, right? Let it motivate you to get back to work harder, work faster, right? To be even more committed to this project, this work, this family, this relationship, this career, whatever it is that you're doing, right? This could apply, anywhere. So, Prince of Wands here. It's time to get back to work, right? I feel like there is a family thing here. I'm still getting that younger male energy, but I feel like either you have other siblings or you have other children, right? Because I feel like there's a lot of this younger energy here. And I feel like part of this motivation is that you are creating this success not just for you alone, right? But for your family, for your children, for your generations to come, right? Because this is your general energy. And to me, this is kind of, it's not gender specific, but it feels like a more mature kind of maternal energy. Again, not gender specific. And I say maternal as in the energy that is there with this desire, with this kind of obligation to care for everyone, right? And so I feel like this is something that is, it's inspiring you, because now you see that you are going to be establishing something maybe for your kids, for their kids, for generations to come. Yeah. But we got to deal with this. We got to deal with this moon energy. Spirit wants me to mention that there's something to do with water, or with a fear of water, or if somebody is, someone's kind of scared of the ocean or something. Like there's kind of a reluctance to go into the ocean. I know some people like the lakes and rivers and stuff are fine, but when you get to the ocean, it's got that kind of intimidating vibe to it, right? So we've got the moon card here, and this is in the position of the obstacle. And I think this is the scary mystery, uncertainty of life. This is a dark doorway, right? And this is what we're really trying to avoid. And this, I think, is this daunting fear that I think comes naturally in this. And I think maybe it kind of comes unexpectedly, especially when we're in the middle of this kind of intense activity. We're fired up, we're really ambitious, we're really confident. And we kind of still have these underlying fears. This is like every fear that you have: the fear of failure, the fear of letting these people down, the fear of not being able to provide for everyone. But this is something that we're always going to have to deal with. There will always be a nighttime before the daytime, right? And you might be 99% sure that you're succeeding, that everything's going to be okay, that the sun will rise sometime within the next 24 hours, right? You may be 99.9% sure, but there's still that little bit of doubt. There's still that little bit of fear. There's still that little bit of uncertainty, because we can't be certain of anything in this life, right? But let this motivate you too, okay? And don't think that something's wrong with you, or that you're somehow unique in this fear. We all have this fear, Anyone who says that they're 100% sure of anything or that they have no fear at all is lying. Because it is theoretically impossible to be that sure of anything in this world. Yeah. So we've got this vast ocean of possibilities. Now, we think we know what's out there, but we can never know for sure until we go, until we continue moving into the future. So when we see this air energy here, a lot of this air energy, this doubt, this kind of confusion, this starting to get a little impatient and saying, okay, what am I really waiting for? Why am I putting in all this effort? A lot of that is our fear talking. Yeah, a lot of that is our fear talking. But what I think is happening is that you are moving past this fear. That you will see that every morning the sun does rise. That every step we take, every milestone, right? Every signpost along the way, every incremental gain, every we have this big goal, but we have these intermediate goals, right? We have these steps along the way. Every step you take gives you a little bit more reassurance until we're like 99.99999%, sure and fearless and confident. But there's always going to be a little bit of doubt that creeps in. Now here is the Princess of Swords. And so there's always going to be a little bit of doubt that's going to creep in, and that has to be something that you're ready for, that you acknowledge, and that you say, yeah, okay, I don't know everything. There's always more to learn. We could always add another 9 to our 99.9. We're never going to get to 100. We're just going to keep adding 9s onto it, right? Now I'm wondering if this is going to be a 9 of Cups for the mystery card here. I think we should take a look at this now, at this mystery card. What do we think it could be here? Maybe in the 9 of Cups. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. I forgot what I said earlier about it. Oh, Wheel of Fortune, yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll see the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe we'll see the Wheel of Fortune. Spirit also wants me to say something about the house. I don't know if this has anything to do with you building a home or buying a home or securing a home or all of you living together in the home, but something about the house. Okay. All right, well, let's see. I'm thinking Wheel of Fortune or a 9 of Cups. Let's take a look. Oh, it's the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands. So now we have 8, 8, and 8. So I think that this really is happening quickly. I think that for all of this patience, all of this effort that you've been putting in, I think now you're starting to get this anxiety and getting this kind of doubt that's creeping in, and the 8 of Swords stuff. I think that very quickly you're going to see the first of many successes here, right? This is a jackpot, and this is going to blow you away. But what you've got to remember is that there is much more work to do. See, we've got this 4, but we've got the 8, right? So this is not the end. It's success, it's stability, it's a completion of something, but it's one of many. It's maybe the first of many, okay? So we have to be ready to continue this work. It's a lot of fiery activity here. But I think this first accomplishment, this first milestone, this first big win, this first jackpot, I think is happening very quickly. And I think it is really meant to not make you complacent and not make you relax and say, oh, I made it, this is great. But no, for you to just double your efforts, right? Now that you're seeing the accomplishments starting to happen, you're going to start working twice as hard, right? You're going to be twice as motivated, right? 4 to an 8, right? So I think this is very, very positive energy, very active, very creative energy. Whatever you're working on, I think, is going to start picking up the pace, yeah. We're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around for that, click on the link that should be in the corner. If not, there's one down in the video description as well. Okay, that'll give you access to all of the extended readings, not just for Aquarius, but for every sign. New Aquarius readings are Mondays and Thursdays. But I'm here every day. Just come on back again tomorrow, and we'll talk again. Okay? If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And leave a comment for me. Let me know how you're doing. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.